Okay, this is Nick. Who is this? Nick Shirley. Okay, you got a little girl's name, Nick. No, I'm just kidding. It's his last name. Let's check it out. This is on YouTube if you want to watch the whole thing or whatever, or better quality.
It's not what the world's being told. They are not refugees. Criminals in the jail now from Sierra Leone who are wanted for mass murder, cannibalism, and...
I hate that when they stop censoring me. Who are wanted for mass murder, cannibalism, and rape? They wanted to censor the word rape. I hate that. Then how do you know what the person did? Sooner or later here, I'm already at that point now. They'll tell me what someone did, some criminal. I don't know what they did. I have no clue. Because they have to change all the words into some other words. Well, if you can use those other words, what's the point in changing it? Just use the original word. Oh, I know, to confuse everyone because you don't want stories to get out about rape, so you make the word rape censorable, okay? Why else would they censor the word rape? Because they don't want you to say it. Why don't they want you to say it? Because it's going to be happening a lot. You can tell what's going to you can tell what's happening a lot in society by what they're censoring. They're censoring rape, and so there must be a lot of rape going on.
So let's speak about immigration. Let's speak about immigration. Let's speak about the crime wave in Ireland.
This is just a flood. This is like an invasion. We can't keep up with it.
The whole city centre is a no-go area. The government will tell you different. For us ordinary people, will tell you, yeah, it is a no-go area.
Disorder in Dublin is out of control as new data shows that violent crime has nearly doubled in the Irish capital in a decade.
When you think of Ireland, what do you think about? Do you think about the scenic sea cliffs, perhaps the Irish pubs, or the St. Patrick's Day parade? However,
I usually think about Muslims and how they're an Islam state now. That's what I usually think of when I think of Ireland.
Now something has been brewing in Ireland.
Sharia law.
There's a mass immigration at unprecedented rates. In 2023, you may have seen the riots that broke out after a naturalized Irish citizen from Algeria stabbed 3 children at a primary school, and chaos broke out in Ireland. But after the riots, you never heard more from Ireland about this crisis until their most famous and powerful citizen, Conor McGregor, appeared at the White House with a clear message for the world.
Our government has long since abandoned the voices of the people of Ireland, and it's high time that America is made aware of what is going on in Ireland. What is going on in Ireland is a travesty. Our government is the government of zero action with zero accountability. The illegal immigration racket is running ravage on the country. There are rural towns in Ireland that have been overrun in one swoop, that have become a minority in one swoop.
If you thought the US migrant crisis was bad, wait until you learn about Ireland's. For instance, if Ireland keeps its immigration rates at where they are currently, in just 15 years the Irish will become the minority in their own country. And currently Ireland is paying migrants up to €5,000 to come into Ireland.
Would you believe I told you there's a country that's willing to give you €5,000 to relocate for free? Yeah, Ireland is giving you €5,000 to relocate to Ireland on a working...
Jeez, I want to move to Ireland. You give me $5 grand? Jeez.
Visa for fee.
In this video, I will be speaking with the locals, the migrants themselves, and breaking down the realities of this crisis inside the unprotected borders of Ireland, and looking at the new political attacks that were orchestrated right after Conor McGregor's White House visit to try and keep...
I think everyone in America should just go to Ireland for vacation and force them to give you $5,000. Yeah. See, I want my $5 grand.
The truth hidden from the outside world. I met up with fellow YouTuber by the name of Bogtrotter to get an understanding as to what is actually happening here in Ireland. So what is happening here in Ireland, specifically with the migrant crisis?
We are being taken for a ride. You know, we're known for our soft hearts, but we've been using our soft hearts as a shield, and that shield is not working. The NGOs, the elites and the higher-ups are destroying this country to make a few quid, and they're doing it under the... Oh, it's the globalists. This is a good thing. It's all a good thing. It's not a good thing. It's not. 85% destroying the passports. In my view, the second you put your foot into Ireland and you've destroyed a passport, you broke the law.
Yeah, it's funny. It's only like 2%. There's what, 1 million people almost in New York City now. I think it's like 800,000 or something. I'm not sure, but only 2%. Only 2 out of 100 have actually tried to get paperwork and filled out the paperwork and handed it in to apply for a work visa. Only 2%. You know, but they're just coming here to work.
You broke the law as your port of entry.
So do these migrants need a passport to come into Ireland?
No,
And how are they coming into Ireland?
they're walking in. They destroy the passports in Dublin Airport, and that's it. So basically, you can say that you're from any country, any name.
And is there a border here in Ireland?
Well, there's an invisible border between north and south. You know, it's not the border was in the past where there would be guns out the window and trains to you as you're going past. It's not like that.
So is there any limits as to how many people are coming into Ireland right now?
All they do is get a boat. You don't need a passport. You don't need identification from Ireland to England.
So what are the main ways the migrants are coming into Ireland?
Look, they've done the whole journey through France, all the countries they've passed through, and were refused. We are the cream of the crop, basically, and we're at the end, so we will have the best offering.
So how dangerous has it become for the people here in Ireland?
Yes, it's become very dangerous, especially for women and children. The style of violence has changed completely. Whether it used to be you get a bit of a beating, etc. Now it's become knife crimes. Now it's become kind of neck attack, like neck slices. We also have guys who are just exposing themselves in front of children on O'Connell Street 2 days ago, just taking out their and walking towards 2-year-old children.
Is this Irishmen or is this the foreign nationals or illegal migrants?
Africans.
Was this happening before they opened up the borders and started accepting everybody?
No, these are all asylum seekers. These aren't. They stop here in the middle of the road to do prayers. Stopping in the middle of the road and blocking traffic, saying prayers to Allah in the middle of the road, stopping traffic.
Why is Ireland trying to hide this from the rest of the world?
We are the helpers. We took in 80,000 Ukrainians, more per head than the UK, and we've done more than this. And now we bring them.
They're trying to hide it because they don't want to stop it, because they gotta do this for their 100-year plan for global. They want a new monetary system. The only way you can do that is if you have like a world war or some kind of major collapse in all societies across the entire globe. And that's what they want. Then they can get their new monetary system in. That's what they did. We got our Federal Reserve Bank, we got it in 1913? And 1914, World War I. World War II comes along right after World War II. What do? We change our monetary system totally so it's global, more global. And what's going to happen in World War III? They're going to globalize everything. Put all the money on a chip and give you a chip inside your skin. And then that way when you say anything bad about the government, they turn your chip off. Now you can't even buy potato chips. You can't get a cab. You can't get a job. You can't get an apartment. You can't pay your rent. Can't pay any of your bills or buy anything. I guess you won't. I bet you'll stop talking about the government then, and they'll turn it back on.
Bring their dogs over and fix their cars. I don't know whether it's just because they aren't.
And keep in mind, they already did this in like 5 or 6 third world countries with face recognition. Yeah, they go down to government, the World Bank. And they say, we got medical supplies for you and doctors, but only if you're on our face recognition computer. You can't access any money, any food, any medical supplies, any doctors, you can't. No. And if you talk bad about us, the face recognition doesn't recognize your face anymore. What a coincidence.
Aren't being called out on it. The only people are people like myself who are calling them out on YouTube because no one else is. There's no one to do that.
In the past decade, crime has doubled in Ireland and knife crimes are a daily occurrence. In 2024, they seized over 2,000 knives, and in 2025, there have been so many attacks, they have lost track. For instance, just in the past year, a woman was stabbed in Dublin City 5 times. An 8-year-old was stabbed to death trying to protect her mother from a stabbing. And when you go look at these reports to see who was the criminal, it just says a man. Nobody knows who actually stabbed the person. Ireland is not releasing these names or the photos of these stabbers to the public. Do women feel safe walking the streets of Ireland?
No.
No. I was literally just telling her, like, I go into like so many situations today alone just until meeting her. So,
but half of them are actually foreigners that are actually kind of like perverted. I say those are half of them foreigners. I feel like those people should kind of get moved because we don't feel comfortable. We can't walk around at night. We can't be alone around places like that. We always have to come either as 2 or 3 or 4 even.
So women don't feel safe here?
No.
And you think that's because of the open borders here?
Could be.
And you as a woman, do you feel safe walking the streets of Ireland?
No, definitely not. Not anymore. Not anymore. No, definitely not. No.
And why not?
Just the way the crime has gone lately and all the homelessness and everyone sitting around, and it's just not safe anymore.
But that data and statistics that tell you that most of the crime is being done by these illegal aliens, that's racist to believe that data. The devil made that data. The Republicans made that data. Some right-winged Nazi made that data. And if you're racist if you believe in data and statistics.
And while I was in Ireland, 2 Romanian migrant gangs got into a fight, and a stabbing occurred inside one of the most popular shopping centers. So what do we have going on right here? We got a bunch of people here in the corner.
There we go. Your man there in the black jacket, he's a Romanian pimp. His women are there, in through the corner. There they are there. They come around, they sell drugs. They're in the Oilac shopping centre, robbing the place blind. They're coming out selling it. Just 2 days ago, there was a stabbing in here 2 days ago. Two Romanians stabbing each other in the Oilac centre. Unheard of in Ireland. Absolutely unheard of.
So this guy right here on the corner,
he's a pimp. He's a pimp. You'll see them. They all wear flashy clothes, flashy jackets. They're all the pimps, and now because they see in the camera, they'll all disperse, they'll all leg it. You won't see them now. What you're seeing here is not even a quarter of them on this street. Now, in the last couple of months, the Irish have been coming back onto the street, and we've been forcefully removing them because they don't belong here.
The Irish or the government?
The Irish. The Irish people are standing up and coming in and forcefully moving them. As you can see, this is all new. See the flags back up, Ireland flags? All back up on the stalls. They're going to be up all over the street now. They're trying to turn a building here into a corner into an IPAS centre.
An IPAS Center is an international protection accommodation service, and is essentially a migrant shelter where migrants receive everything they need to live, including a free rent and also a free salary of a couple $100s every single week.
This is one of the most historic streets in Ireland, and they're trying to put immigrants onto it.
Really?
Yeah.
They're trying to put the IPAC Center here.
Here, there's one around the corner.
So these women right here, are these Romanian gypsies?
That's there's women there, yeah. There's women. So they go around, see, obviously you know they're scared.
So these women right here, these are Romanian gypsies?
These are the gyppers, yeah. They come around and start smoking. Look at that's
and what do they do?
And they don't like the camera, so look, they all leg it. So they just sit around all day doing nothing, scrounging off the state, getting free money, free accommodation while they rob the city blind.
And so the Romanian gypsies get free stuff from the government, and then they're also here robbing and stealing.
They have keys from Dublin Corporation off the bins. They're going around opening up the bins, taking the plastic bottles out, because we have a return scheme here now, which is absolutely ridiculous as well. So it's getting worse and worse and worse, and it's going to, Ireland is going to implode in the next couple of months if something isn't changed.
So Sean, right here we have a group of gypsies behind us right now, and they have their pimp, it looks like.
That's every day.
And do you think they'll talk to us if we go over there?
Probably not. They'll run from the camera, but we can give it a try if you want.
Alright, let's go do it.
Yeah.
How are you guys doing? Excuse me.
Alright, man.
Where are you guys from? Where are you guys from?
Want to say a few words?
If you want to.
What are you from?
Yeah.
Just about the street. Now what's going on?
Romania.
Romania. What are you guys doing here today?
No speak English.
No speak English?
No speak.
Only when you get money.
They only speak English?
Speak English when you get money, yeah? I hear you speaking English all the time, you do be. You do be speaking English all the time. What you do be doing is, see here, they're trying to run a business and you just be screaming and shouting and everything. And you're actually turning people away from their business. It's not right what you're doing. Yeah, it's not right what you're doing. They're trying to have,
so now she's speaking English.
Have their business.
But I'm working.
Yeah, do you know the language you're speaking? I don't understand your language. It sounds English to me. It sounds English. Are you not speaking English, no? See, there you go. You tell lies as well.
Yeah. So they speak English?
Well, she said she doesn't, but she said they were speaking English to me. I don't understand Romanian, but she spoke. No, but they do be here, right, screaming and shouting. around these stalls, right? And there's big gangs of them, and then people don't want to buy stuff off the stalls. They're scared, like, because there's pickpocketing going on the whole time. It's ridiculous what goes on. And where's the guards now? Where are they? There's no guards to be seen.
And it's very obvious to see who the Romanian pimps are, right? There's one man with 4 different women around him, right?
There was a few minutes ago. There was a few of them sitting there a few minutes ago.
And there's another group of them right on that corner right there.
Yeah, oh, they're everywhere. They're everywhere. That's why you should call this the Gypsy Street, because that's all it is.
But before, this was not the Gypsy Street.
No, this is more street.
This, an Irish Royman street full of